Welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Pisces for the last 2 weeks of July, July 15th through the 31st. And please remember, this is a general reading. This may not resonate with everyone. Please take that what does resonate and leave the rest behind. Also, I've already meditated on the cards, and I have shuffled the cards. And so this is the spread that I have for you today, Pisces. We've got the Queen of Swords in the past position, the Knight of Swords in the obstacle position, the Lovers in the present, and the King of Wands in the future outcome position. Of course, the Queen of Swords can be someone who is a little bit, is not as warm. This could be anyone in your life. This could also represent you, but sometimes this person is not the warmest, and sometimes this person has very direct kind of communication. At times they can even be rude, but they are independent and they are intelligent. Sometimes they don't come across very warm, and sometimes this person can kind of get angry a little bit too fast. The Two of Cups is the clarifier in the past position, and of course that is a card of a partnership, that is a card of a union. So it may be that you had an effect on a partnership or a union, or that someone had an effect on your partnership and or union. But it's definitely something that happened in the past where you kind of received clarity on something and you had to make a decision, and that is the foundation for you in the present sense. In the negative and obstacle position, there is the Knight of Swords and of course the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of conflict, it's a card of battle, it's a card of challenges, obstacles, not being able to move forward. And for some it doesn't necessarily have to be a card of conflict. It could be just standing your ground, defending your point. And of course the Knight of Swords is a very, very fast moving energy. This person is very much like the Queen of Swords here. It looks to me maybe these two people are actually friends, but the Knight of Swords is someone who's also very direct, and someone who is also a little bit blunt and kind of seeks the truth, and is not always very warm. In the negative position, the Knight of Swords suggests that you tend to sabotage maybe your own efforts, so you should definitely watch that maybe you have a little bit of a destructive energy to yourself. The swords are the sign is the swords are supposed to represent words, and so definitely if you have swords, it means that you may be around people who can be pretty blunt, and that can maybe you find hurtful, or kind of people around you could be a little bit critical, or at least one person is definitely around you that is critical, and maybe not the most pleasant. So in the combination here, there's definitely you are being a little bit kind of destructive. You may build a partnership only to sort of kind of watch it fall or something. So there's definitely a bit of a battle going on in this combination, actually. The good news is the Lovers in the present position suggests that there's harmony. There's someone in your life with whom you have a good relationship, with whom you have good harmony, with whom you have good understanding. The Lovers is a very, very positive omen. It's definitely suggests that your relationship or partnership or friendship is progressing well. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of dedication. It is a card of hard work. So maybe it is that you are working very hard on a relationship and it's, going to bear fruits. Or maybe, your relationship has a little bit, there's something that is tying, hard work into the partnership and into the relationship scenario. So there's definitely some kind of, maybe you're working hard on this relationship. Maybe this relationship is a result of hard work. But there's definitely a very strong, very mutually kind of agreeable upon partnership between two people that agree quite well. And of course, in the future outcome position, we have the King of Wands and the Page of Cups. And so the Wands and the Cups are two elements that are enemies. They are fighting each other. So this could be that you have a disagreement with someone. This could be that you really need to focus on compromising. So whatever there may be that you might not see eye to eye with someone, it's very important to put your differences to rest, especially if it's a difference of personalities. It's important to kind of make sure that the partnership progresses well. So it is important to compromise. The King of Wands, can be a little bit narcissistic. This person is passionate and risk-taking. This person is definitely a strong leader. And the Page of Cups is, below the King, and he's a little bit immature and he is younger than the King of Wands. So there's a little bit of energy that is at odds. Maybe there's kind of avoidance of responsibility, and there is someone that is making the other person, a focus on being responsible and whatnot. But there's definitely this reading, is very reminiscent to me about romance. So I think this is definitely closer to a love reading, and there is kind of disagreements that are maybe happening between you and your partner, or you and your friend, or you and someone at work. And the best advice the divine is saying through these cards is to compromise. I also meditated and pulled two energy oracle cards. Let's see what they have for us. And one says journey, and the other one says deceit. So there could be, the deceit to me kind of relates to the Seven of Wands card, because there's a battle happening for a reason. And when the deceit card appears, it's someone is manipulating maybe your emotions. This card comes as a warning that there may be some deception going on in your life. The person hiding behind the curtain is likely someone you know or deal with either personally or professionally. The duplicity could be regarding a personal issue, like someone spreading rumors or disrespecting you to others. Or it could be a business matter where details are being hidden or even manipulated. Be aware of what is going on in your life. The man behind the curtain is holding a bag of something valuable. So watch your money and your good name, and make sure you have all the information you need to keep things honest and secure. So definitely kind of be a little bit extra aware of the surroundings around you, and maybe that person will pop out. Pack your bags. This is the journey card. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat, or class, or even a work-related trip. This could also be a signal to move, or maybe change jobs. The upright position indicates that the plans should go off without a hitch. Still, be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics. All of life is a journey, and this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead, which is wonderful. Let's see what ancestors and angels have for us. And we've got Shaman and the Sun. Oh, wonderful. A lot of very positive cards I see in this reading. But the Sun is, of course, a card of success. It's a card of happiness. It's a card of contentment, fulfillment. There is at least one area in your life that you are very happy with, that you feel very much in control over. So that is definitely, I would lean on that energy for strength in maybe other areas in your life. And Shaman, this is a very powerful card, trust in higher forces. When the Shaman card appears, that is a very, very strong sign. And it says, trust in your angels, guides, and ancestors. If you have given your power away, claim it back. There are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct this situation. The Shaman card also shows that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides and be extremely personal. In the extremely personal way, sorry. And sorry about that. I also pulled 2 messages from the universe cards, and let's see what they have to say. One says, when I'm in an alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. This definitely supports the shaman card. It's a very kind of interesting. In order to receive guidance and in order to receive intuition, you have to be hyper aware of different signs of when the big noise just happened, what was I speaking about? That's a sign. Angels and the divine, in the spirit, they use all these different messages. There's a reason you're watching this video and looking at these cards. So everything definitely has a purpose, and sometimes in order to have whatever it is that you want, you have to let it all go. And when you release it, and when you allow things to flow through you, I just recently learned a trick, I guess, but I was watching something from Japan, and there was this concept, arigato your money. And so when you give money or when you pay for something, you say arigato the money, and when you receive money, like your paycheck or whatever, you also say arigato your money. But basically the concept is where energy flows through you. You receive, you give, you receive. It's all kind of a big circle. So surrendering allows the energy to flow, and when the energy flows, things that you want happen. And of course, when I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. So definitely you are on the right path. The only wrinkle in this reading is this deceit. So make sure that you're vigilant, but also kind of paying attention. You don't necessarily have to come across suspicious, but definitely kind of be accurately paying attention to different details and things. But I mean, you've got the Sun in your reading, which is amazing, and of course the Shaman is a very very powerful card. So I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, please feel free to leave any comments. I appreciate all feedback, and thank you so much. I'll see you next time.